Welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC once again, and now we're basically going to start off with the daily time frame, at least for the short term. As you can see, we basically moving in a very tight triangle, and we most likely going to face a very big breakout within the next few hours, few days, or so on, right? Or so on. As you can see, we got a massive resistance to the upside, which is just about like a 10.5 to a 10.1 area. Bulls basically gonna have to face a massive challenge in this area in order to basically push to the upside. So upside resistance we could be anticipating within the next few hours. It is going to be like a 10.1 to a 10.5 level. Very high volatility within that range if we basically get the breakout to the upside. Another way of looking at it, you could be anticipating a major move of the height, this area. You could be looking for up to like a 11.8 to 12k, but 11.8 to 12k going to be a very aggressive move. In order to push to 11.8 to 12k level, we're just going to need to break this 10.5 to basically 10.5 to 10.1 area in order to basically look for further move to the upside. But immediate target, it is going to be for a breakout to the upside, immediate target going to be 10.5. So let's take a look at the bearish setup before we talk about our MACD and basically RSI and volume, right? So similarly, right, if you're looking for a downside target, the easiest way to look at it is like to anticipate a one-to-one extension of this move, and you could be looking for down to a mid 7k level, which is just about like a 78. So I've been looking for like a 78 to a 75 level even before this triangle, right? Because if you do your fib retracement from swing low to swing high, you can see like we almost 1.27 going to be roughly around like a 76. So I was looking for this level of 75 to 70, 75 to 78 level for a possible support, right? In order to basically push the upside. So let's take a look at the 12-hour. So in terms of 12-hour time frame, we basically still waiting for our MACD to give us a direction. It is still struggling to give us a better breakout, at least for the short term. As you can see, we basically been moving sideways even on the MACD. It's not giving us any sign of basically a directional move so far. So let's see if like we can get the breakout either to the upside or to the downside, even though I'm my personal bias is like a break to the downside, right? So if we get the the break to the downside, we can basically confirm it on a lower degree. Also, I'm going to show you on the hourly and 6-hour time frame also what you could be looking for, at least for the short term, right? RSI, it is basically still struggling to break the this resistance line, right? So you can see like we're still struggling to break this resistance area on the RSI on the 12-hour. So most likely if we get this RSI to basically get to the oversold territory, we could be definitely going to be looking for some low 7k to a mid 7k area. But like I said previously, you just don't want your 12-hour time frame to be oversold, because whenever we oversold the last 6 to 8 months, right, whenever our basically 12-hour RSI is oversold, we basically made a new low. So we just don't want it to be extremely oversold. Otherwise we could be seeing like some aggressive numbers to the downside, right? So let's just say like we're gonna find a support just about like a 38 to 40 area before getting another pushback up 0.618 to a 50% pullback. But we just as a bears, or if you're bullish, you just don't want your 12-hour time frame to be oversold. All right, keep that in mind, at least for the short term, right? So let's take a look at in terms of basically moving averages. So in terms of moving averages, we basically paying attention to two moving averages, okay? Our 100 EMA and basically 201 EMA. On a 6-hour time frame, you guys know I love the 6-hour time frame, right? Even though most people pay only attention to our basically 12, not 12 but 4-hour time frame. The 6-hour time frame most of the time gives you a better confirmation. Basically 4-hour, you might get the 4-hour breakout, but you just have to wait longer, another 2 hours to confirm it, right? So you take a look at the 6-hour time frame. What I'm looking for, at least for the short term, a break below the 201 EMA. a break below the 21 EMA, which is just about currently just about like a 95.17. If like we break 95.17, we could be facing lower numbers all the way down to like 88. 8800 going to be your 100 EMA. It doesn't mean like, you know, we're gonna get a strong support at 88, but it could be a temporary support, just like the type of support we got right there. You can see like 100 EMA, we could not close below it. Okay, so we basically violated this 100 EMA multiple times, and price basically just decided to pump back up to 0.786. So two moving averages we're going to be paying attention to, at least for the short term: 21 EMA and 100 EMA on our 6-hour time frame. Also, you can if you're basically very aggressive and you basically don't want to wait for your 6 hour, basically your 6 hour 21 EMA, you could just be paying attention to your basically a 1 hour 100 EMA, which is just about like a 95.60, 95.70 area. So you don't have to wait basically all the way down to a 9500 to basically get a confirmation. A break below 95.70, 95.60, you could basically start looking for 88 and down, right? At least for the short term, that's what I'll say. In terms of Elliott wave, this move could be bullish, right? Even though we could be dropping all the way down to like 88 and so on, it could be a bullish setup. Okay, what I mean a bullish setup, when BTC is dropping, this move we got to the downside, right? It could be a 335 move, all right, and then we could be getting this flat correction. Yes, price could be dropping. We can drop all the way down to 88, but if we push back up, right, and break this level of 98 to 99, guys, we definitely gonna be going to the moon, right? So we just gotta keep that in mind. We can create a bullish setup, but we just have to the bears just have to avoid like another push back up above 7k, but above like a 0.786, excuse me, not 7k, but above like a 0.786. But it is too early to talk about that move, so let's just focus on this 5-wave move down, right? In terms of Elliott wave, I already showed you in terms of like a moving averages, what you need to look for. In terms of like a fib retracement, what you need to look for. In terms of like Elliott wave, that's what you need to look for. Basically a flat correction. If you're very, very bearish, you could be looking for the bigger flat correction like this one, right? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this one gonna give us a better bullish setup in terms of like a wave analysis, because if like we get this move, right, and we do not basically break like a 8k level, we could be anticipating in the near future, right? It is too soon to talk about a 1-to-1 extension of this move, and it is still going to take us just about like 11.8 to 12k area, which is basically the same thing we just talked about, like in terms of like a in terms of like a swing high to a swing low, right? You can see like it is still the same area. 1.618 gonna take us like roughly around like 11.8. So it really doesn't matter how you look at it. We basically have to break like this area in order to basically stay confident the market could be facing lower numbers. We just have to break like a 88 to 8k level, and then could be facing like a lower number. Otherwise, market gonna be still bullish above 8k area. All right, I said it before. Even though we're looking for like a lower numbers, market still going to be bullish above 8k. So I wouldn't be too bearish, right? Too bearish. Even if we drop down to like a low 8k, I would just be like very, very cautious and anticipate like a slow steady drop. Otherwise market could be bulls could be very, very aggressive and basically give us a reversal pattern, right? All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit the like, make sure to subscribe. I got a link of the our public Telegram group in the description. Also, if you want to join my premium group, make sure to send me a message once you join my public Telegram group. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.